skies. I'm getting high with my profile. Cops only suffer time I die. Even as a youngster, crossing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed up, we take away the pain. So I'm hopeless, rolling down the freeway, swerving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash up on the curb. Cause my bitch is bloody, baby. If they try to understand me, what should I do? I had to feed my fucking family. What else could I do but be a thug? I'm slanging with the homies, fuck hanging with them phonies in the club. Got my mind on danger, never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of the 12 gauge. My memories of a corpse, mind full of sick thoughts, and I ain't going back to court. So fuck what you thought. I'm drinking Hennessy, running from my enemies. When I live a beat 23, there's so much pain.
Well, how to do, everybody? How y'all doing?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome in, everyone. Does anybody else jam to that while it's playing? Does anybody else just kind of get in the mood, get in the groove, and be like, staying alive?
I'm just telling y'all should see Country and I backstage. Well, that song's playing, bless God, just saying.
Oh my God, some of the things. It's hilarious. Everyone, please follow, like, and share. Please.
Yeah, I got to hit the like button myself. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Hey, how about you, Miss Christie, Heather, Mama B? What's up? How y'all doing?
Good to see you, Miss Brenda.
Yeah, if y'all would, y'all share it out. So
crazy day today, wasn't it?
It's definitely.
How was your week? How was your week, Puppy?
It was kind of slow, but I mean, until I got home today, and things just went up. It wasn't personal, no personal family business, but damn, I was stressed out for a while.
I know the feeling. I went back to work Thursday, and the system crashed, and then we found out I left on the 12th, and come to find out everything that was implemented into the system, because we use 7 different systems with what we do. And the one main system that we use, or program, I should say, everything that was put in never got put in. The system had crashed, and our IT department had not, didn't know. We didn't know. And I'm sitting here working on it, and I come back after a week, and I'm like, you guys, there's something wrong with this system. It's really slow. And every time I put something in, it's not working. Then I finally put a ticket in, and yeah, they're working on it.
There you go. Well,
They're working.
Hey, that stuff happens. It's called technology. We need
I know.
technology.
So, I do like the IT guy when he does show up. He is a cutie patootie, I do have to say.
Yeah.
You're sitting there all day working hard, and you got some good eye candy coming through. It's okay with me. It's okay. I'm good with that.
No, I need to say something. Listen, we ought to have about 5,000 people in here. This is Country Crazy and Papa on Friday night. Bless God.
For real. They must
on.
have things they're doing.
Yeah. Hey, I want to ask you. I did not get to ask you the question backstage. Was that Buck girl on your podcast last night? Was that Buck?
Yes, that's Romeo.
I thought it was. I put it in the comments. Is this Buck? I thought it was. But anyway, it was a good podcast. Great podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Finally got her about to get up here. A lot of people are too afraid to get up here. I don't know why.
They always talking to daggum smack over on the ticket cart. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but my thing is, I asked that the camera be turned around, and I don't think.
Man, get out of here with this.
You guys are so beautiful. Let's do it. Somebody said they had a bad fall. I thought it was Heather. It was crazy. I took a bad fall. I think I broke my leg again. What? But regardless, are we going to talk about the gun situation in Supreme Court? They want to get right into it.
Well, Schiff, I hope you got it, because I can talk about it. So, yeah.
I would love for you to talk about it. I'm just going to show. Let's see. I have a picture. Put my picture. No, that's not it. I don't know, Papa. You may have to pull it up. I sent it, but it didn't.
Well, I don't have it pulled up. I can get it.
Hang on, let me.
Like I said, y'all think we know what we're doing over here. We don't. I don't know what she's talking about. So,
he has no idea what I'm talking about. I sent it. I have to get it out of my phone. I do have.
Hang on, I can.
But anyway,
Here we go.
we're going to start out with this. Judge Judy had a talk. I'll get it and we'll talk about it. I don't want to half-ass talk about it and then
Okay.
not get it. Or do you want to talk about it, Papa? Do you just want to kind of go into it?
No. I'm rolling with you, Sweet Cakes. You just do it the
All
way
right.
you normally do it.
Well, Judge Judy had an interview today, or it might have been like yesterday. But let's see what she had to say.
Was indicted in 4 separate cases, and his legal strategy was pretty clear. He wanted to push all of the trials past the election. That kind of effort to just use procedural motions, whatever, is that the justice system working, or is it the justice system being manipulated?
I would be happier as someone who owns property in Manhattan if the district attorney of New York County would take care of criminals who are making it impossible for citizens to walk in the streets and use the subway, to use his efforts to keep those people off the street, than to spend $5 million or $10 million of taxpayers' money trying Donald Trump on this nonsense. That's my view. But I, as a taxpayer in this country, resent using the system for your own personal self-aggrandizement. Now, if you didn't know...
And that's what you think the DA did in Manhattan?
That's what I think. I mean, if you look, you had to twist yourself into a pretzel to figure out what the crime was. He doesn't like him. New York City didn't like him for a while.
Trump. What do you think of Donald Trump?
What do I think of him? I think he was a good businessman, a real estate guy, and he was certainly terrific on The Apprentice.
What do you think of him as president of the United States?
I don't think that Donald ever should have been president, and I don't think that even Donald thought he was going to be president. I don't think so.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I have not heard that long version. I just heard short clips.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
What do you think about that, Papa?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
the last part.
Okay, well, I mean, the last part. I mean, she just went by what everybody else was thinking. That but she was listening to the mainstream media. Donald Trump would never be president. But at the same time, she's trying to save herself some grace here because she knew that Trump, once he ran, yeah, he was going Big Daddy Don, Teflon Don. Yeah. How you doing, Miss Peach, Linda?
Yeah. Hey, Miss Linda. Good to see you, Linda. I love Linda.
Yeah, I mean, who don't love Miss Linda? Bless God, Miss Peach.
Welcome in, everybody. Good to see everybody. Okay, I got the screenshot of the one thing I was going to talk about. No, I don't.
Okay, listen. Hey, I got the Supreme Court thing. If you want me to show it,
I sent it over. I don't know. Must not be. Yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm trying to pull up.
Okay. Hang on just a second.
I had it. There you go.
All right. So what is this saying here, folks? What is this saying? Okay. To me, it says Supreme Court 8-1. I'm going. Hey, everybody, put in the chat room who the one was that voted against it. I don't know because I haven't read this. I mean, well,
I'm watching.
Just saying. Anyway, 8-1. Citizens lose all gun rights for 2 years when accused of domestic violence. Okay, so they lose. Okay, this goes back. I'm going to leave this up for just a second, if you don't mind. This goes back to what we talked about last week, and then on our podcast right here, Gen X Unfiltered. Yeah, Peach, I done what I do. But anyway, so you lose your gun rights because you kind of like in prison, okay? When they do that, and then you get them back, okay? So if you do horrible crimes, and I'm with that, you know, if you do the crime, you do the time, then you get your gun rights back.
Right.
So, Now, when it comes to domestic violence, I mean, if you whipping up, I mean, if you threatening somebody's life, and which that's what you're doing when you're doing domestic violence, I mean, shit, fire down. So, okay, I think the Supreme Court got it right. You know,
Do you?
that's just me. Yeah.
I believe so. Because I am a survivor of DV, severe DV, and if that man ever got a weapon, whew, I think it's a good thing because yeah, some can be rehabilitated. You know, Heather was talking about that. Let's see, she says, but they shouldn't pretend that those people could be rehabilitated then and charge them a bunch of money for taking bullshit courses.
I would agree with that too.
But that's how they make their money. That's like
Mhm.
here in Tennessee, you go to court for something and say, I don't know, it could even be a drug charge. They have what they call the drug fund.
Mhm.
You can donate. They call it you can donate, people donate to it. And truthfully, your charges get smaller. Your plea
Yep.
deals are smaller. That's the truth.
Okay.
It's all
Well,
about money. Yes, it is about show as well. Let's see, she says,
okay. Oh, it's way too small. Can't read, Bobby. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, it's not. It ain't. I'm over here with country. Oh, Ruby, as you call her.
then Heather goes, and what about all the people in prison that are there based on false charges?
I
Because
not
I have seen it. I've seen it
Heather.
firsthand.
Uh, Heather, you hit the nail on the freaking head right there. Now, country's been through it. A lot of women's been through this, even men. But let's talk
Yes.
about the women, okay? Let's talk about the women. Um, that is such a everything's such a touchy subject, okay?
Right.
You just have to make your own discernment about it and go the way that you feel about it. But this is bringing up more and more about the 2A. Got me?
Yeah.
Hunter Biden was found guilty of falsifying his records on a federal, supposedly federal. It's not. God dang it, I gotta pull it up. It's not in here. Okay, you don't have to fill out any paperwork. Okay, you don't have to buy no permits. You don't have to do no background checks. But hey, listen, if you're a bad dude or a bad woman, you do the crime, you do the time, and once you get out, you daggum get your weapons back. That's just the way I see it. That's just me.
Well, this is a discussion that we have, like Rodeo. She believes that even everyone should be entitled to a gun and have the opportunity because how do you split that? Take one, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Okay, how do you split it?
And not the
I-
all.
If you
Yeah,
if you do the crime, got me. If I walked up and I murdered somebody in cold blood, a legal
right.
born citizen, if I murdered somebody and I didn't have, I mean, even if I had a rap sheet, okay, and I
Okay.
murdered somebody, not saying that I will because I mean, I'm going to protect myself and my family, but
Right.
um, if I was convicted by my peers, okay,
Mhm.
I do my crime. I mean, I do my time, and I get out. I have all my rights restored. That's able to vote. That's able to do carry the two
And
A.
now I
Well,
agree with that. I do agree with that because you went in, you got charged, you put in the time of what your sentence was, you pleaded whatever. Um, absolutely. But a lot of people get out and they reoffend.
hmm well, okay. With that saying, if you reoffend, got me. I mean, you got to go back to the old days. Let's go back
Mhm.
to the Western days. If you reoffend, you should. Well, you're gonna be hanging from a tree or a gallows, okay, and then you ain't got no more rights. If you reoffend on on an offense that you've been found guilty, truly guilty, truly guilty of, got
Absolutely.
me? Like beating a damn woman, you don't never put her hands on a woman. Okay, never, never, ever. but you found guilty of doing your damn crime, and I say truly guilty, nah, you ain't got no damn rights after that first offense, okay? There ain't no three strike law. Three ball, three strikes, you're out. No,
Right.
you get one chance, and if you're not punished in prison with Big Bubba or the gang of ever how many is in that prison whooping your ass, okay? And you get out and you do it again, no second chances. That's just Popaw's opinion.
Well, I appreciate that opinion. And I agree with it. I do agree with it. You go in, you do your time, you get out. But if you reoffend, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over. And that's the way it should be. I mean, a lot of people would disagree with that. But that's what we have to agree with.
Eye for an
Let's go
eye.
with this. Yes. Huge. A case against Nevada GOP alternate electors has been dismissed by the judge. Radical Dems AG lose their mind. Literally. Now it finally wants to come through, Papa.
I wonder why.
It wants to finally come through. But there's a couple of short videos
Okay.
that's connected to this, and it's going to explain what and why they felt and well,
ballots rocketed from about 70,000 in 2016 to over 690,000 this year. The election was inevitably riddled with fraud, and our hotline never stopped ringing. While the media and Democrats accused us of making it all up, our team began chasing down every lead. Our evidence came both from data scientists and from brave whistleblowers. Here's what we found. Over 42,000 people voted more than once. Our experts were able to make this determination by reviewing the list of actual voters and comparing it to other voters with the same name, address, and date of birth. This method was also able to catch people using different variations of their first name, such as William and Bill, and individuals who were registered both under a married name and a maiden name. At least 1,500 dead people are recorded as voting, as shown by comparing the list of male voters with the Social Security death records. More than 19,000 people voted even though they didn't live in Nevada. This does not include military voters or students. These voters were identified by comparing the list of voters with the U.S. Postal Service's National Change of Address database, among other sources. About 8,000 people voted from non-existent addresses. Here we cross-reference voters with the Coding Accuracy Support System, which allowed our experts to identify undeliverable addresses. Over 15,000 votes were cast from commercial or vacant addresses. Our experts found these voters by analyzing official U.S. Postal Service records that flag non-residential addresses and addresses vacant for more than 90 days. Incredibly, almost 4,000 non-citizens also voted, as determined by comparing official DMV records of non-citizens to the list of actual voters in the 2020 election. Never been refuted. Our evidence has never been refuted, only ignored.
Well, here I am.
musical boxes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was doing something.
So they got vindicated.
Mhm.
The way I look at it, they were vindicated from it.
I mean,
And it's-
hey, country, it's just gonna keep right on coming out. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but there's so much there. And that's why the Convention of States is so important. You need to go to Convention of States. You need to sign that petition. That is so important. Of conventionofstates.com. That is all you have to do. It takes just a simple minute. You can go on TikTok, you can go on all these other platforms. If you truly care and you want things to change, go.
Mhm.
Sign the
Yeah.
petition. It's
Yeah,
most
I mean,
important.
yes, sign that petition, no doubt. And I'm just gonna go back to how a lot of the attorneys for Trump and for us, we the people, standing up for the Constitution, they are being vindicated. Okay.
Mhm.
And there ain't but one person that said, well, it may take months or years before everybody finds out the damn truth. Yeah.
Well, we're going on almost 4, aren't we?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. So,
Imagine how all the stuff that's going to come out. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. It's ridiculous. It really
yeah.
is. Well, I come across this, and it was people may have seen it. An Amazon driver takes matters. He has a good right hook. Takes matter into his own hands.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy wants to carjack him. I think you I guess he didn't get to go away with it, man. He had a good right hook.
I mean, did you not see the guy? I mean, he went with the right and then he came back with the left, and then he gets up and he's, I got to fall inside the van here. You know?
He's like, you watch. Now, whenever I saw this video, I always go to the comments. I want to know what people are saying about it. And truthfully, 90% of the comments were saying, I bet they get fired because they were trying to stop it.
Oh, they probably will. I mean, that was for Prime or FedEx. I think it was
Amazon.
Prime.
That was Amazon.
Yeah, they definitely get fired for that crap. So yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to, which when I worked at Walmart, this was many years ago, which I'm sure things have changed since then, but they always said if you saw someone that was stealing and they went out, if the alarm didn't go off, you couldn't stop them. But if the alarm went off, you could ask them to, stop, but you was not allowed to lay hands on them. You was not allowed to search them or anything. I don't know if that's the same thing. That's why I carry when I deliver. Awesome. I thought he was fixing to pull something out of his sock as he was grabbing.
Okay, well, this is okay. I wasn't thinking gun. I was thinking brass knuckles. That's what I was thinking. Something.
I was thinking it was going to be something, but he wasn't going to take no shit from him. And a lot of people, that. Do you know illegal immigrants? I'll find the information. I can prove it if you want to know. They are actually throwing themselves in front of people's cars to
You
sue
shit
them.
me. Oh, come on.
No. They are. They're throwing themselves in front of people's cars to sue them and to hijack them.
There you go.
There's some crazy shit going on out there.
All I got to say is, you stand in the road here in Alabama, you have a right to defend yourself.
Regina, I got busted for shoplifting at Walmart once. Heather says a cue ball and a tube sock works really well also.
Oh, there you go. Full Metal Jacket force right there, bless God. I mean, I know it was soap and Full Metal Jacket, the movie, but yeah, dang. No, it's called If You Get in My Damn Way and You're Hindrance to Me, ain't happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I got people in the cars I got to save besides myself, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to do what you did, Papa. I've got to pull a video up. So.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, look at her. Oh, she got on Telegram.
It's my Telegram page. I just got to find myself. Not that one. That's the chat.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you like I tell Linda, you should already have that shit pulled up, damn it.
I did have it, but I was in the other thing. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Hang on a second. Let me do
Judge
this.
handling former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago classified documents case, Judge Aileen Cannon, rejected calls from 2 federal judges in Florida to hand off the case. This is according to 2 people briefed on the conversations. And the very fact that the conversations even existed is itself remarkable. I just want to underscore for you and our viewers, cases in the federal judiciary are typically randomly assigned, maybe not among all of the judges in a particular district. Each district has its own procedures for doing so, and geography plays into it to some degree. But cases are generally randomly assigned unless one or more of, a finite group of exceptions exist. And here you have
the great Julie Kelly joins me. They're all over Judge Cannon today. It looks like a leak. Well, I'll let you explain it because you've put out some pretty mean tweets about this, Julie Kelly. What is going on with Judge Cannon, the stalwart and patriot down in South Florida, ma'am?
Right. So this is the latest attempt to discredit her. This is New York Times report that posted today that says, according to their sources, 2 judges in the Southern District of Florida, the federal bench there, including the Chief Judge, Cecilia Altonaga, let's make her name famous, a George W. Bush appointee, went to Judge Cannon after she received the case, Special Counsel Jack Smith's documents case against Donald Trump, and urged her to give up the case, to hand it off to someone else or to step away from handling that indictment. Now, the reason why, and we know why, and we've talked about Judge Cannon now for almost 2 years, is because she took the unusual and bold move in September of 2022 to appoint a special master. This was Donald Trump's lawsuit seeking a third party to vet all of the evidence that had been stolen out of his home at the Mar-a-Lago raid on August 8th of 2022. And she, as I said, took this bold step. She did appoint a special master, but in the process, Steve, she basically told the DOJ, I don't trust you. You've already mishandled evidence from the Mar-a-Lago raid, which we now know is true because Jack Smith himself has confirmed that in court documents. And also, she was very concerned about leaks coming out of that investigation to the media. And so she said, yes, I'm going to appoint this retired judge to vet all of the materials and see, what the FBI can get, what they're not supposed to get. This put a target on her back way back then. So when this landed on her docket, the Jack Smith indictment, then we saw the public pressure again mount and calls for her recusal. But it's not the New York Times piece in itself that's necessarily controversial. It is the fact that a chief judge of a federal court district went to another judge and tried to pry out of her hands this politically charged case so they could give it to what? An Obama appointee. There's, I think, 5 of them on the Southern District of Florida. I think there's 2 Clinton appointees. Of course, George W. Bush appointees, we don't trust them either. So why was this judge overstepping her boundary? She's not Aileen Cannon's boss in any regard, and try to convince her to give up that case. So, Steve, I think this is something, again, House Republicans need to look at. Was a federal judge doing the political bidding of the Joe Biden DOJ, Jack Smith, and the media to try to get Judge Cannon to give up this case.
Wow. I want to be very specific here, Julie Kelly, because people follow closely what you say. Hit rewind on that. You're calling on the House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan to do what exactly and for what reason?
To find out whether Chief Judge Cecilia Altonaga, a George W. Bush appointee, attempted to interfere in this politically charged case, unprecedented case indictment, the first indictment ever. Remember, the classified documents indictment came before the Washington J6 case. The very first criminal indictment of a former president was this federal judge interfering in the judicial process there and trying to get Judge Cannon, who had already indicated her distrust of DOJ and how the investigation was conducted. Did Judge Altonaga attempt to interfere in the process of this case. House Republicans need to find out if
Judge handling.
You know, the thing about it is, we all know that this was all a sham, folks. We
Yep,
know
and
it was a
everything's coming
setup.
out.
Because, so if you don't realize that it was actually a sham, Bush 43, his judge, his attorneys are going against Trump. But who's the one in focus here?
Cannon.
No, I ain't talking about the judge.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Obama.
Oh,
Obama is the one in focus. His name keeps getting mentioned. Okay, his name. When's the last time y'all have heard of George Bush 43 name far as a judge or anything like that? This is all Obama, folks. Every damn bit of it. Everything that they're accusing Trump of, they're already done and are still doing. They are the guilty ones. When's people gonna wake up? I mean, come on.
I was talking to Rodeo last night on here. We were talking about Judge Cannon, and I said, I believe out of all the cases, Judge Cannon is the only one who is standing by the rule of law.
Yep.
She is the only one that is doing her job. And I was like, well, if that's the case, why is she dismissing it? I believe because she wants the dirt and the truth to come out, and she's got to do it this way. Because if you dismiss it, people are going to continuously question it. But you let this stuff come out. It's like today. Jack Smith had turned over recently today the markings of the, I don't know what they call it, of what they had top secret, the staged look.
Classified,
Remember that picture?
classified information. Yeah.
Yep. Today, it took him this long to turn over today.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to, you just can't tell people. You got to show them. You know, when all this stuff came, when they done the raid on Mar-a-Lago, listen, folks, Trump is a daggum billionaire times 2 or 3, whatever the case may be. Some may say 7 or 8. I don't know. Don't really care. But when they showed it was all messed up, come on. You see where Trump lives? You got Trump Towers. You got Mar-a-Lago. Hello. He's not going to keep no messy ass place like that, okay? The man's a germaphobe, okay? So, yeah. Now, the documents and stuff like that has nothing to do with germaphobe, but he is very precise in how things are laid out. So, it was all staged. I mean, Jack.
Mm-hmm. You think he'd really just have a box sitting around by toilet everywhere else?
I'll tell you who. I'll tell you who did that. It was Joey Biden.
Yeah.
In his garage, just down there in his basement. They just left right there, just hanging for daggum. Wait, I guess the weather to get to him or something. But yeah, I mean everything that they're doing. You know, Jack's already been busted by Judge Cannon about lying about Mar-a-Lago and stuff like that. So I mean, folks, this is. It's just to belittle the man, to belittle you, saying that you're not smart, that you can't figure out stuff in yourself. Because Joe Biden, well, black people, they don't know how to work computers. Yeah, no, Joey, they are some of the smartest people on computers I've ever met. Okay, yeah. And
you see the links they're going to with this debate. He's having to practice the 90 minutes of how to stand.
Hang on, you mean he's gonna be calling the lid for Delaware till the debate?
Well, do you think it's going to be the Biden? Do you really think it's going to be Biden, or do you think it'll be a fake Biden?
Okay, well, hang on. Can we go there?
We're fixing to go there.
Okay, go ahead.
We're fixing to go there. Okay. Let's go.
This after a video went viral on social media suggesting that President Biden has been replaced by a doppelganger who wears a mask designed to resemble the president. The video was posted by a conspiracy theory account on X, which is also followed by Donald Trump Jr. Now, MAGA supporters are backing the claim, and some of them actually believe that the commander-in-chief has multiple clones as well. Our final report gets you more details about this bizarre conspiracy theory.
US President Joe Biden's awkward welcomes and zoned out appearances have once again discussions about his age and cognitive health. The 81-year-old Democrat, who is eyeing a second term in the Oval Office, is already the oldest sitting president in the nation's history. And now, with the recent viral videos showing him confused and lost, Biden is back under scrutiny ahead of the crucial November vote. In one such video, he freezes for about 30 seconds as others around him dance at the White House Juneteenth concert. In another clip, the US president appears to be sleeping while sharing the stage with several world leaders to commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day in Normandy. Biden also made gaffes at the G7 summit in Italy just last week with his awkward salute and handshake with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Now, fueling Biden's health concerns are conspiracy theories surfacing all over social media. Without any concrete proof, many social media users are claiming that it's not Biden, but his body double in these viral videos. A widely circulated video on X, formerly known as Twitter, suggests that Biden is being impersonated through mask technology that's used by the Central Intelligence Agency. The video claims to show documentation depicting changes in Biden's appearance, such as his earlobes, chin, skin texture, teeth, wrinkle lines, and even his signature. The viral video has garnered over 9 million views in just one day. However, it's worth noting that the account that posted the clip on X is run by a conspiracy theorist and is followed by Donald Trump Jr. and Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. Meanwhile, netizens have also weighed in on the theory and given mixed reactions. Some say Biden has undergone a bad surgery and Botox, while others claim it's not the president but his clone. One user said Biden's changed appearance could be explained by different lighting, expressions, and camera angles. Now, this is hardly the first time that suspicion about Biden's body double has surfaced. Last year, a similar absurd claim went viral on social media that suggested the Democratic leader had been replaced by a man who wears a mask designed to resemble the president. This was after a news clip of Biden's return to the US from Israel gained significant attention. But now, with the presidential election less than 5 months away, the doppelganger conspiracy theory has taken center stage in a...
Now, I actually have the viral video, and I'm going to tell you, you can see the difference in these pictures. The signature is different. Come on, people.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the difference. And look at the signatures.
Who changes their signature after 30 years? That's the website. But he's just going to change his signature to that one now.
That is two different items. Look at that.
What you're used to. Go ahead.
You're correct, no doubt. I mean, hey, let's go to a lady. I don't have the video when she was actually talking to CNN, but I do have this video right quick if you don't mind.
Go ahead. That's two different ones.
Well, this is the lady who actually was the CIA person that introduced the mask, okay?
Okay.
Kind of humorous story about a meeting you had with President George H.W. Bush.
So it was Brent Scowcroft, John Sununu, Bob Gates, Dan Quayle came in, and I was there wearing a mask. It was the end of a
That's her in the mask right there.
R&D program to develop a mask.
That's
so
the
I
lady
briefed
in the
the
mask.
president, and he did not know. But I must say, when I took it off, he loved it. I always thought he was a very emotionally kind of flat guy on a TV screen. Well, he was not emotionally flat. He thought this was very fun. And the White House photographer who had been in there the whole time, she came out and said, "Excuse me, what did you do?" And I said, "I can't tell you, it's classified."
I'd seen that one. You would have not known it. I mean, total night and day. And we've seen other videos of where people put them on. That one that played in Harry Potter, she had one on, and then when she took it off, it wasn't even her.
Yeah.
And we've seen many videos of a crease line on Biden. I mean, there's so many of them out there.
They're putting it right there in front of your face. Now, whether or not these people are dead or not, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you're actually watching a movie, just per se, of different characters. Oops. Because Joey looks like
it.
Yeah, I mean, Joey looks like a daggum robot. The Joker freezes up on all occasions. So go back to the debate that you were talking about, that Trump and Joey's coming about. Somebody fits make a big boo boo. I ain't talking about poo poo. I'm saying a big boo boo. Okay.
Yes.
So they're gonna have. This is just me, my opinion on it, my thoughts. That it's gonna be overheard. Somebody talking in Joey's ear, or ever who Joey is, or because Trump's gonna get inside his head. Okay, Trump is definitely gonna get inside ever who's that head.
Oh, you name it.
He gonna get inside that Joker. It doesn't matter that they're gonna turn off the mics. Joey is gonna get screwed up because Big Daddy Don, Teflon Don, is gonna get all up in that head. Okay,
and he does get the last question.
Yeah, he does. So yeah, Joey's gonna be like, "Come on, man."
I'd take that last question before anything, because that is what will be the wow factor.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be covering that debate, and we're gonna be covering it over here on our podcast. So
We'll
I mean,
have it over
folks,
here too. You're not gonna be able to see it on other stuff. You're not. They're not gonna allow it.
Yeah. So it's Joey fishing, or ever who Joey is. We don't know. But Joey fits to get an exit sign, and Trump, like I said, Trump's gonna get inside his freaking daggum head, and he's gonna jack him up so bad he's gonna be like locked up, like we say down here in the South, locked up like a goddamn bird dog. Okay.
But they're in control of the mute button.
It don't matter. Trump's voice is gonna carry. So.
Yeah, we'll be watching his lips move. I wonder if they'll have captions on it.
That's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
It sure is. It sure is. Have you heard of the angry vote? Have you heard of angry vote?
I've actually not heard about that one.
Have you heard about? You haven't heard about the angry vote?
I mean, unless you're talking about Chicago and the Democrats being angry and stuff, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I did want to ask you about a new poll out of Iowa that you recently pointed out. This poll extends Trump's lead over Biden beyond his 2020 performance. You argue this is bad news for Biden, even though Iowa has been reliably red for quite some time. What are you seeing in this poll that tells you something about where 2024 is headed?
Well, first, I owe an apology because I should not be filibustering, and that's what I did. And I've always appreciated the questions that you and your colleagues ask me on this show. So I apologize for that. And I'm going to apologize because I'm going to move to a separate poll. To me, it's not that Donald Trump is winning so big in Iowa. That's not the story. It's that he's making it close in Minnesota. Minnesota is a reliable Democratic state. It votes Democrat in every presidential campaign. And poll after poll, I see Trump within 2 or 3 points in Minnesota. I don't think the media understands exactly what's going on right now. Yes, Trump dropped a few points after being found guilty on 34 felony accounts. But remember this, that would have destroyed any candidate as recently as 10 years ago. And the fact that Donald Trump is still even with, or in some cases leading, Joe Biden after being found guilty of 34 felonies, oh my God, that is so significant. And one more point, I'm watching the independent vote. don't believe that they're swinging back and forth between Trump and Biden. I think that they've decided that they hate both candidates, they hate both parties, and they're voting out of anger, out of desperation, out of resentment that this is where our political system has gotten. So be very careful in how you analyze what goes on from now through the debates, through the election, because I think there could be a hidden anger vote that surprises everyone on election day.
Well, there you have it. I would have to disagree with one thing that Frank Luntz said. Luntz. He's, if y'all don't know who he is, he used to be on Fox News a lot. He's a big time opioid pusher. Okay, he's involved heavily with Big Pharma.
Yep.
The last president, can you tell me the last president? This is my beef with him. Can you tell me the last president who won Minnesota?
No.
Ronald Reagan. Yep.
I always liked Ronald Reagan. My parents, I remember them. I always had, it seemed like there was a point in time. I remember I've heard like maybe 20 people when we were talking. We had to do an essay on Ronald Reagan. And we used what you call encyclopedia books, people. I know a lot of you don't even have a clue what that is.
What
They
are
don't
they?
have a clue.
What are they?
Encyclopedia books that held information that you actually had to pull out and you had to open and you had to research and you had to study and you had to write your paper. Not this, let me believe what Google says type bullshit. Why do you think they have completely? They used to have salesmen that would go door to door to sell you volume after volume of this. And that's where a lot of us was educated from.
You know, and that, you know, I'm glad you brought up encyclopedias because you don't just have one set.
Oh,
you have people who have different years, you know what I'm saying, different sets, and
yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
it is. I mean, as I'm older now, I'm 51. I don't have a set. I wish I did. Man, I would dive into them and just read and just.
And they were so they were
knowledge.
they were actually much user friendly, I should say, because it went in, you know, alphabetical order, stuff like that. Love those. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, it's got, you know, A, and it goes to whatever, then it goes from whatever. I mean, it's just very simple, user friendly, folks. Just like
You actually had to put the work in. You know, you actually had to read. You couldn't just type it in and say, "Give me an answer." And you see the difference, Papa, between
I do.
you know.
Well, I mean, that's the
Instead
thing, country. That's the thing about Gen Xers, okay? Because we was talking about the baby boomers, okay? If back when I was a kid, I don't know about you. If I asked my parents, "How you spell this word?" Look it up in the dictionary, sound it
Yep.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then, hey, how do I search for this encyclopedia? Go look for it.
You had to study your multiplication tables. You had to learn them. My parents made me stay in my bedroom till I learned them.
So, you know, I mean, with that saying, I mean, now, like you just said, people depend on Google, Wikipedia. See, the thing about Google, they suppress a lot of stuff. Now, the thing about Wikipedia, people can go in there daily. You can go in there and change stuff in Wikipedia. Okay? You can't change the encyclopedias. Now they have changed them, I should say. But the old technology, as far as the old, can y'all, what's that?
Agabrat, he wants us to add him on Rumble. I thought I already did.
I've been up to the country. I can't do that. So
yeah, I'll add you when I get out of here. I'd be glad to.
You talking about mod
already had.
or something?
No, I think he's just talking about. Are you talking about just adding you to the show, like a follow?
I don't know, but I gotta do something. I gotta do something real quick.
I have to check it. Definitely have to check it. But yeah, I mean the encyclopedia books were one of the best things we were talking about incursive writing and stuff like that last night.
Mm-hmm.
So much knowledge up here from learning and out of those books, because the teachers would only teach so much,
Mm-hmm.
and they would actually give you assignments to do. And how do you think we were able to do those assignments? We didn't have technology back then. We had nothing. We barely even had a computer. Most households didn't even know what a computer was. I remember taking a class in computers with the floppy disk.
Oh
when
yeah,
they
I remember them floppy
first
disks.
come out.
Mm-hmm. That was back in the 80s, folks. If you weren't raised up in the 80s, you didn't live life. This is what we're doing now. We're this. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not living life. You're just here per se. Okay, because we were raised up in the 80s. I was raised up I was born in 71. Then I was raised up in the 80s. 90s were fun. 2000s started sucking. You know, so just saying. I mean, please.
Right.
Forgive me.
Heather, Alex, you're fine. Heather, you're fine.
Oh my
I love you guys. You're so funny. You really are. We got a few more videos, guys. Stick with us. Everybody heard of 15-minute cities. We were talking about this the other night. 15 minutes is people, what were they saying? No, that's not going to come true. But there are some states that actually are starting a 15-minute city. Truly, they are.
Yeah, I mean they are. I mean, but if you
like
look
it.
around, folks, if you look around you, I mean, it's just like down down the road. Excuse me, about 5 miles. When we head into town, when they start popping all these daggum apartments up, you know something's up. Just saying.
Well, let's take a look at this video. They speak about it, and they got board members and everything here.
Planning City Administration is presenting its vision to accommodate a population of 2 million people through 15-minute cities. 3 days of public hearings on the plan began at City Hall this morning. Shailen Skulski has more.
I'm here to express my concerns.
Shelley Motorshead is one of more than 70 speakers scheduled to be heard at City Hall. Over 3 days, councilors will hear from residents and representatives from the construction industry, childcare, community leagues, and students on administration's plan to deal with a growing population.
We are building a cohesive city with opportunities for local living.
Population is rapidly growing, and we have to be able to accommodate for that. Right now, the plans we have are kind of Frankenstein together over decades.
The 15 new district plans and corresponding bylaws will replace 54 existing planning documents dating back to the 1980s.
After 3 years.
Interesting. Did you see that pyramid? 54. Isn't that crazy? Stack them up and pack them up. Why don't just build, high rises and stuff? Why do we gotta say we're gonna do a 15-minute city? It's all about control, people. And if you ever do some research on the 15-minute cities, we'll do a story on this next week. We'll do a podcast on it and explain it. Within this 15-minute city, inside, everything will be, they say that you could go outside that perimeter. Now, Canada has an issue with that right now. They have to get permission and only can go so far. It's horrible for them. I hear so many of my Canadian friends contact me and they talk about it all the time. It is absolutely horrible. It's like being confined. But here, they're trying to say that these are just going to be 15-minute cities to house because we got an overgrowing population and we're just going to put them there. That way it's easier to get to everything within the 15-mile radius. And that's it. Within the city, you have cameras everywhere. Doctors. Everything you need is supposed to be right there in that 15 minutes, that you don't have to go outside of it. Just imagine a world of building those everywhere. Eventually, think about it. You'd have to get permission to go past that 15 minutes. If you even could.
Yeah.
And then they would keep you in a collective. What's going on the outside once they hold you in there?
Mm-hmm.
Then they could restrict your flying of where you can go. They're already trying to do that to other countries. Now, you guys got to wake up. You got to read this shit. You got to learn about it because you don't want to wake up 15 years from now, and you'll be sitting where we're sitting, and you'll be like, you know what? I listened about 15 years ago. I listened to somebody talking about this, and man, I wish I'd listened then.
Okay, let's go back to the baby boomers. Okay, we were taught by from the baby boomers, and now we got to teach the Gen X, the millennials. I'm sorry, I know there's some people out there that's gonna get their feelings hurt and shit. Millennials, some of them you can deal with it, but you're going to teach the Gen X. My grandson is actually what I guess they call it the Alpha now. Is that right?
I think so.
So,
How old is he?
what?
How old is he?
He's 4.
He's 4. Yeah.
So, I mean, okay. Take the name Alpha. Okay. Like myself, I'm an alpha male. Okay. So, okay. But you still got a lot of young people in his category that are under the alpha label per se.
Right.
I mean, why in the hell? Why do they have to label it? Why do they have to label? It's just called living life. But still, regardless, Gen X, teach your alphas, man or woman, teach them like you were taught from the baby boomers. Okay, suck it up, Buttercup. Get your butt up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Papa, how do you feel about JFK? You believe he should be able to speak?
Robert Kennedy Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I think
okay, sorry. I had JFK on my
yeah,
mind earlier.
yeah. I think he should be there to the convention, but it was already set in stone back when he announced that he was going to be running, that he would not be at the convention. Yeah.
Well, there's people out there protesting it.
Well, that's good. Let them protest. They have the rights to do that, but it's not going to happen because they're get ready for it, folks. If it's make a shift. Yeah.
Yep.
Joe after the convention, folks. Well, actually, okay, so the convention is in August. Okay, the Chicago Democratic convention's in August. When is the debate between him and Teflon Don?
I haven't heard anything about it.
You ain't heard nothing about it. It's either I think it's I can't pull it up on my phone right now because I'm watching.
Or they're just not pushing it, I guess.
Well, okay. So you got the debate between Trump in July, or is it June?
July.
Is it July? Yeah, that's right. Because he gets sentenced on the 11th of July.
He gets
Trump does.
July 11th, June 27th.
Okay, there you go.
2 days later.
So after the debate between him and Teflon Don, Big Daddy T, president of these here United States of America, bless God, gotta love him. The man's been through enough. He's been ridiculed. He's been persecuted. He's been not sacrificed, but pretty much. After that debate, Joey's out. Joey going bye-bye, and big swing of Mike's going to be either going to be Big Mike or Gavin Newsom that they're going to put in there. But this is the kicker that no one's getting, okay? It's actually going to be after the convention, the DNC convention in Chicago in August, okay? Because if they pull him out before that convention, and this goes on both sides. It's not just Democrat or the Republican side. It's both sides. The Democratic Party would have to go back through another primary. Okay.
True.
Oh no, it is true. It's 100%.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. But they would have to go back through another primary through all these states. Okay. So it's going to be after the convention in Chicago in August, when they're going to pull Joey and they're going to place someone else. Is it going to be Big Mike or Gavin Newsom? Yep, one of the two.
That's the question. I think it's going to be one of the two. Some people say Hillary. No, Hillary's, that's done. That's over.
Well, they've been breaking up the name Hillary again. Okay, so she wants her
yeah.
round. She wants
She was
her
wearing
round.
her curtain the other night.
Yeah, it's definitely a curtain. I mean, damn, it could have been. I mean, it wouldn't be a curtain, but a chandelier, because she had light so much on her. But yeah, her name's coming back around. Say, so. Hey, listen, anybody votes for these daggum dumbass fuckers, pardon my French here, just speaking bluntly, you're just a damn idiot.
I agree.
Just cause you may not like Trump, well, guess what? Just like I had to bring this back from the troll we had the other night in the chat room on our podcast. Well, we sent the link out, and he grabbed the link the next night. You got me? He grabbed that link.
Really?
He did. He came up. He came on our podcast. The man said he was from Mars. No, I'm being serious.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I do.
But he had so much hatred. The man's 55 years old, so he said. He looked at me. He actually looked a little bit over 55, to be honest with you. But you tell he's very, very well educated. But the man had he didn't have that. He was stupid, very stupid.
Grandma was telling me that you had a troll over there that come up and you brought him up, and then somebody else came up and said, "Hey, you've been over here." You're gonna have those, but they don't even know why they just don't. They jump on a bad one. They just don't like Trump because that's what the Democrats just all got together as a collective. They don't think about the policies. They don't think about what the American people need. It's feelings. It's not facts over feelings. It's feelings.
Okay, you're exactly right. But also, we asked him. Actually, Pete asked him, or maybe it was Fed Up. I think it was Pete. Said, "Are you better off now than you were when Trump was in office?" He said, "About the same." So you tell he's very he was wealthy guy, no doubt. So
Okay.
I'm like thinking to myself, I said, dude, you gotta be a jackass to believe this shit. So folks, get over your damn feelings about Trump. We could use some mean ass tweets right now, okay?
Shoot, I'd love to. I'd love to have a mean
So,
ass
but
tweet.
anyway,
You just gotta go over to Truth. You gotta go over to Truth Social to see the mean truth.
yeah, but was there ever anyone that this actually stuck out at you? I mean, that this really hurt your feelings?
What do you mean?
I mean, Trump saying, okay, let me put it in.
Oh, anything he said? No.
Okay, well,
Anything
okay.
he would say the things that we wanted to say, and I think he was kind of leading in a way to let people know, use your voice.
Okay,
before anybody really started using the voice.
Okay, well, with that saying, I've always used my voice. I'm just blunt.
I'm talking about the people that woke up in 2020 when they saw the TV flip the way it did.
All right, put it in perspective this way. Does Trump ever go after any of the American people? Does he just dog them?
No.
Okay. Does Joey Bag of these nuts that he is a nut go after the American people?
Especially if you're MAGA, you're an extremist terrorist.
Okay, but that's a yes. Okay, it's a yes or no.
Yeah, absolutely.
So did Joe Biden ever threaten the American people? It's yes or no.
F-16,
okay.
Yes.
No, thank you. So what did Trump do? He went after his political opponents. That's fair game. That's fair game. Did Trump go after anybody's family members? Nope.
No.
What are they doing to him right now? They're going all in. Okay.
They persecuting every aspect of that man's life, every aspect of who he is. And do you know what? Think about it. Why is he still in the race? Why is he still standing up there? He could have walked away a long time ago. Him and Melania living their life in some other country, traveling. He could be doing more business, building. Think about it. When he's a president, he's not even doing building and doing shit like that. He stops. So you're going to tell me the man wants to lose billions and billions of dollars But he doesn't love America. And he's not
Exactly.
good for America.
That's right.
That makes no fucking sense. But see, Democrats believe the bullshit. They just come up, they pull shit out of their ass 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they believe. They don't even know why. I bet you they don't even look to see the policies the man did. All I hear is, well, Biden's done so much. He's done X amount of executive orders. He's signed so many. Yeah, and a lot of those, and that all I ever hear is infrastructure bill. That is their go-to.
When's the last time you've seen anything built around this here country other than buildings?
We didn't even got the cable. The $42 billion they went for the fucking cable. I mean,
okay. With that saying, being you brought that up, that's actually supposed to come in effect because people's been complaining about that. You know what I mean? Until 2025. Yeah. Both sides. I ain't taking no sides on this. Both sides keep saying, "Hey, we got to build our infrastructure." Okay. Well, you got one over here on the left. I have to say this is my left hand. It's the Green New Deal. We're going to take your gas stoves. We're going to take your cars from you. You're going to have battery operated vehicles. Okay. You got the right over here saying, no, we actually want to do infrastructure. We want to put cable in the ground. We want to put cable on the poles. We will make your life a little bit easier. But still, at the same time, neither party is doing a damn thing because once money gets allocated for each state, per se, well, then it goes to your governors. The governors just keep sitting there. Oh, well, okay, let me build me a new house over here. Well, we need a new
give me
holding pond over
yeah.
here. You know, so I mean, just
let me get me a beach house built over here
on
the ocean when the water's rising.
You have to go back to the 70s when they started saying, well, you know, the East Coast is going to flood, and no, it ain't.
But every single one of them's got beach houses.
Well, yeah, look at Martha's
Right on the
Vineyard. Look at Martha's Vineyard. Yeah.
Well.
Okay. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah, I agree with you. I found this little January 6th. You may have seen it, pop off. That's the first time I've seen it. I don't understand that little hole open right there. I don't know if that was, I guess it was a window and it was broken.
Well, what it was actually a plexiglass.
Okay. But look, they're handing bats. They're giving
exactly.
bats.
Yep, sure.
Giving them bats.
I got tons of these videos.
I hadn't seen this one.
Yep. And if you look closely, I don't know if it's going to show it on that one, but that guy from CNN, the black guy, what was his name? Sullivan. Jake Sullivan.
Jake Sullivan.
He was right there. That was him videoing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But where's he at?
Well, he's walking around free.
Yeah. He actually got hired somewhere else, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
But he is not a J6 prisoner.
Exactly.
I wish I could remember. I read today there's a January 6th prisoner that has gone on a hunger strike, and he has a list of demands.
Yep. But there's the Supreme Court. Y'all look out for next Wednesday through Thursday, okay? You got the immunity thing from President Trump, whether he has immunity or not, being a president or an ex-president, while he was in office, per se. And then you got forget the guy's name. He's Jan, but it's just not his name, but it's for a Jan 6 prisoner.
Yes.
If
lots happening, a
lot's happening, but if the court sides with the Jan 6 deal, every one of them's gonna get out. Now there's I'll be honest with you, there's some of them that should be getting out because some of
they did too.
Yeah, that's Antifa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they shouldn't get out. But anyway, it is what it is. So y'all, next Wednesday through Thursday, they gotta get this stuff done before the end of this month. Because
they increased Trump's security today. Secret Service did. They said they
Oh, did they?
security. Yes.
Okay, good deal.
I'm just
Good.
curious if something possibly they know is on the rise, because you know what I'm saying. They always know stuff before anybody else, but they've increased his security tremendously.
Good deal.
So that's a good thing. I think he sees what's coming up. What'd you say? I hope they completely wipe Huck's record clean because he didn't even go inside. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Yep.
Here's you a little video, Papa. I don't know if you've heard this song yet. I think you might enjoy it.
Still back in 3rd grade. He can't even find his way off the stage. A blue suit, a matching tie, and a plan that's gonna fail. But he's trying his best to throw Trump in jail. Yesterday he played a round of golf. He got on his bike and his ass fell off. Today on the news he was a laughing joke. Then Trump came on, and then he spoke. Do you miss me? Do you want me back again? And if you do, well then don't be afraid to vote for me, my friend. You know you want to. I think it's time Joe goes check yes or no.
I thought you'd like that.
I have not seen that one, but that guy will be at the White House. I promise you. He'll probably sing it on one of Trump's rallies. So yeah.
I sure as freak hope so. I do hope so. Yes.
That was good.
He's awesome. I didn't know he'd seen that one yet or not. I was like, I gotta show Papa this one. Here, one article. I've had it in here a couple of days, and I wanted to bring it up. The U.S. is set to halt all open orders for Patriot air defense systems and interceptor missiles until Ukraine has enough to defend itself from Russia's air attacks. 3 people with knowledge of the decision said the move would be announced today. Now, this was a couple of days ago. That pretty much means until Ukraine gets what they need, the Department of Defense will not be getting what we need.
Exactly.
And also today, the Department of Defense, they cannot tell you how much funding over the course of the last 10 years has been given to China, the Chinese, for pathogens. For pathogens.
Well, it goes back even further than that. You know, I know this is
right.
It goes back to Donald Rumsfeld in 2001, the day before 9/11, which would have been September the 10th. Well, we can't find out what happened to $2 trillion.
Yeah, Pentagon. I mean, think about what happened before 9/11.
Mm-hmm. So, folks, the most audited place in our country, not just, I ain't talking about individuals, is the Pentagon. Okay. Yeah. Go figure. Because, I mean, the Pentagon actually gives money to the CIA. Yeah. The CIA is what took down the Twin Towers. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the Pentagon with a Patriot missile. Just saying, folks.
Yep. There's videos that come out, and they actually had reporters out there. One reporter, I do know for a fact, I have the video somewhere, was reporting before the towers were even hit.
Oh, you talking about the BBC? No, I think it was CNN. It's either the BBC or
I can't remember
CNN.
which one it was.
Yes, it's one of them said, yeah, such building this, and she's standing right there with the buildings right there behind her. Okay, yeah.
Now here is a sick story. One of the most horrible, horrible things. I mean, it's worse with children, but my God, what the hell are you crazy ass people doing out here? They wanted to thank everyone for the support through this very difficult time. There was a bus that had a thing full of animals. Okay.
I seen this one. Mm-hmm.
And they know who the individual was with his past crimes. They felt it was necessary to do testing on several of the animals to check for human DNA, even though it was going to cost them about $10,000. They felt it was necessary. This man had this bus full of animals, had these German Shepherds out there, and he'd been doing one of the worst cases of bestiality. Once he did what he did to them and they died, he would leave them there to feed to the German Shepherds. You sick fucks. These people are crazy. Hey, Gravel, welcome in. They are freaking crazy.
Yep.
It just unnerves me whenever I see shit like that. And if I'm not mistaken, there is no law in the U.S. about bestiality. But in certain states, this is a kicker. You can actually do what you want like that with a dog, cat, whatever animal, as long as you don't harm them and have to take them to the vet. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Now, can I ask a question? But also, once I ask this question, I have an opinion. Where's PETA at?
Haven't heard from PETA. Have you?
I haven't heard from PETA since Joe Biden started running for office for the president.
Nope.
If you don't realize it, folks, these commercials that you see, now I'm going to get a little bit dramatic here, okay? I don't care
Go ahead.
what you think about it. We got Jewish people. Oh, they're starving. They're in Russia. Oh, we got freezing dogs. Dogs are just mangled up. This one right here got slayed. Listen, folks, if you donate to any kind of crap like that, it goes automatically to the Democratic Party.
Yep.
We have people, Jewish people, amongst anybody else here in the United States of America that are actually starving to death right now. But people will send me $19.95 a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
we, homeless, hungry. We have
mhm.
a food pantry at work, and do you know it? We can fill it up when the stores decide to donate what they donate. We can fill it up that day, and everyone knows, marks their calendar, and they need food. It will be empty by the end of that day. Completely empty. They got a pretty good amount of food sometimes. Now, sometimes you don't.
But
Sometimes
free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Yeah.
Screw you assholes. You know what I'm saying? It's America first. It's about we the people here in America. We're the ones that pay the daggum. We're okay. We are the ones who keep the lights on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't need to be going to other countries for a propaganda commercial. What is a Jewish person survived the Holocaust, and the woman's daggum been played for 15 years. Okay. Get out of here with that shit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Get it.
Turn the TV off.
JetBlue, like JetBlue. Everybody loved it. JetBlue. Couldn't find out. They had people from Ukraine. The money we sent in Ukraine was getting funneled back, coming back through the Democrats.
Yep.
McCarthy got his little cut.
Oh, he definitely got his. He got big ass cut. I mean, y'all go back to. I got a congressman, Mike Rogers here from Alabama here, that signed on for the first $40 billion, the 40 with a 4 and a 0 and a B to Ukraine. Okay, all they're doing, they're just funneling the money to where they can get their kids, their grandkids kickbacks to where they don't have to ever work. They can just run for office and keep making money, folks. Yeah.
And if you don't vote right and watch and do research, they're going to be the ones running your country at the time you're dead and gone, and your grandkids are up there. You got to pass the torch to your children so they can continue to understand and know how tyrannical this government is, and teach them right.
Mm-hmm. There you go. If you hear Max, well, I guess somebody's coming up the driveway.
It's all right. Usually not. Well, guys, I've got one video. You know, Papa, I have to play this video. I'm so in love with this video. I love it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you got to hold on, baby. You better hold on tight because, bless God, we're coming in. Listen, this ain't got nothing to do with President Donald J. Trump. It has to do something about you. We're the people.
Yes.
We got to take this
Get
country
that fire.
back.
Find that fire within you. Find that voice within you. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. Use that voice because I'm going to tell you, you got to speak up.
That's it.
Your voice matters. You've got to speak up. Find it. You have it there. If you're complaining, you're watching your TV and you're sitting there saying, what the fuck? This shit, that shit. Hey, do something about it. Raise up peacefully and speak. Use your voice. It goes a long way. Trust me. You don't understand how much information that our warriors, I call us warriors, that have been out here for years now, putting this information out there, and how many people we have woken up and how many people we're still trying. It's exhausting at times. And you do want to walk away from it because you feel like I'm just giving my life up. Then you think of your kids. Then you think of your grandkids and you think one day I'm going to be dead and gone.
Yep.
Who's going to teach them right? Who's going to show them the truth? You don't want them to be indoctrinated. Promise you that. They deserve to know what freedom is like, and they're trying to take it away.
Yep.
They can't miss something if they've never enjoyed it. So let them enjoy it to miss it.
All you got to do, folks, all you got to do is plant a seed. That's all you got to do. Just plant a seed. That's it. I ain't talking about vegetables. If you want to do that, you go plant them vegetables. But you got to plant that seed in your kids and then with your grandkids, okay?
And that's what you see us up here trying to do.
Yep. That goes for anybody. I mean, you plant that seed, people start rethinking. Yeah.
Yep. I've had many people that just watch some of the videos I've done, and they actually ask questions, and they're Democrats. I've made some really great friends with Democrats, and I'm not saying they agree with me on everything, but they do see the points that we are putting out there. And we weigh both sides. You weigh both ways of thinking. Then you get to understand where they're coming from instead of just automatically going at each other. That shit's got to stop. You've got to figure out some kind of unity of medium there because we're not going to get anywhere. They want us to have discord. They want us to be divided. Imagine how powerful we are together. What do you think January 6th was about?
Very good point. At the same time, they still want people just to live in the matrix. You got to get out of the matrix and get into reality. Okay. Once hey, folks, I've said it bloom million times on our podcast. When you get it, once you step into reality, it sucks for just a little bit till you figure out how it works for you.
It does. It does.
So.
But with that, guys, that's the end of our show. We are so grateful and thankful that you're here. Make sure you follow and like and share. We will be back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Be me and Papa. We'll have a good show for you.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely. Well, hey, we always have good shows.
I know, but I always like to let them, know you're here. And I love it when you're here on the weekends. It's kind of laid back. Papa gets to just kind of have fun with it. And I enjoy seeing that smile. That's what we're here for. Tell you the truth, make you smile, and just become a family and unite. And with that, cut your crazy out.
I want you to want me.